Ooh, I mean, that's not a bad spawn, to be fair. I'll take it. This video is brought to you by the resources area of my website. Check out info regarding my Discord server, office setup, pets, sponsors, a monthly blog and more at bruffy.com/resources. Okay, well, third place definitely didn't wait for the harmonic start, but it's not a problem. Seems like most everybody else did. So, the known unknowns. The new races that Rockstar have added to GTA Online. There's 4 of them. Take out all the bikes and take out the cars that you can get in those races that aren't spawnable on Project Homecoming. And you're left with 14 vehicles. And we're going to see all of them. Jesus! Okay, great. Someone has to be waiting for me for that. I have absolutely no idea who it was, but I hope someone waited. Yes, someone did wait. Good. That's how you go from 4th to, well, I'm still in 12th. Could have been worse. What was I gonna say? That completely ruined my train of thought. Yeah, 14 cars, and we're going to see them all in these 14 laps. The Outlaw is one of them. But I thought, you know, let's honour those races that Rockstar have made with our own random select, because they are basically random select races. The known unknowns, as they've called them. Here's the June, starting us off with the Ron livery. So the known unknowns are the ones where everyone gets the same vehicles by the end. You've got the race that's in Sandy Shores with something like the June, and then the smaller vehicles that go underneath the barriers. You've got the one in Grapeseed with things like the Outlaw and other off-road vehicles, which is also why we did this track, because it's reminiscent of that in a way. And then we've got the one around Zancudo, which has some of the military vehicles, some of which we weren't able to spawn. But I think we've got a good enough selection here. And I've got to say, you know, if anyone hasn't seen my showcase of all of the known unknown races and the unknown races, I think I've got to give Rockstar credit for what they've made, you know, and they've actually took the effort to put in random races to GTA Online. They're not our cup of tea for those of us who like to race properly, I would say. Most of them anyway. The Grapeseed one's probably the best in that respect. But considering you know, what they're aiming to go for in terms of the general GTA population, 3 laps around Grapeseed with 6 different cars is probably about right, you know, and races where you can crash into props in the middle of Sandy Shores, but then other cars can go a different route and get underneath barriers. It's probably about right, but we just need that stuff in the creator, really, so that we can do it ourselves. But it doesn't really matter if you've got PC, because you can get on FiveM, you can get on Project Homecoming, and we can have these experiences. Vito Modern. So of the 3 races that we've got cars represented from, my first 2 random cars have been from the Sandy Shores race, haven't they? But yeah, I'll leave a link, by the way, to the showcase stream that I did. There's also timestamps in there if you want to skip it to each race, if you want to see all those new random races in GTA Online and get my thoughts on them as I played them for the first time. They did alright. Shame there wasn't more of them. Oh, that looks scary behind. So yeah, 14 cars. The Outlaw obviously was from the Grapeseed race. I don't know what they're called, all of these races. I've only ever played them once, so I'm not even going to get involved in that mess. Oh wow, they didn't even overtake me. I gave them all the space up the inside, and maybe they were too careful. The Vito's got some good grip, I suppose. Oh, dead car. New apex, maybe? I think it's far enough off the corner. This must be one of the slowest cars. Well, the slowest vehicles in the session. Since there were only 14 cars, we can have much longer laps in this one. So we're going to have bigger gaps, and then as usual, it will all come together by the end. Right, Weevil Custom. Is this going to be one of the fastest in this race, maybe? This is in the Grapeseed race. But at least everyone gets a taste of Random All and Random Select with Rockstar's versions. I know it's only going to be like, it's only 3 laps around a random Grapeseed track where you get 6 cars, but you're at least getting a taste of Random All and Random Select. Random All with the unknown unknowns and Random Select with the known unknowns. I've got to say the ending, if anyone goes back and watches that live stream showcase of the new races, the ending of the Grapeseed race was pretty special. Yeah, the Weevil Custom's got to be the fastest of all of these. I feel like I've got my slow car out of the way and my fast car out of the way. Ooh, let me take that Weevil speed with the Crusader, yes! Carried the speed from the Weevil Custom into the Crusader to get that overtake, and now I'm back down again, but I was able to carry some speed. Oh god, that wasn't ideal. Imagine, I would be calling out if that was me. I forgot about the Vagrant actually. The Vagrant might be the quickest. This is our first car from the military base race. The military base known unknown race. The names are a little weird with the known unknowns and the unknown unknowns, but then someone pointed out in the comments, I think, on that live stream video, that it comes from Agent 14, is it? Is that what, does he say something about that? Like the known unknowns and then the unknown unknowns in one of the cutscenes. So at least it has some reference, if that's correct. But credit to Rockstar, honestly, for putting them in. And they did an alright job, to be honest. It's nice to be seen. Just need it in the creator now. It is unknown whether the unknowns are unknown unknowns or known unknowns, so it's hard to know. It's unknown which of the known unknown vehicles we're going to get in this unknown known unknown race. Alright, Insurgent. Another one from the military base race. Zancudo track. That was the first one we did. And I thought at that point that it was still just a random selection of just a smaller pool of cars. It was quite impressive to like when we realized that, hey, everybody actually gets one of the same car by the end, and that's why the lap counter was locked. Like, they actually put in a bit more effort than I would have expecting. And the one thing I like about the unknown races that you don't really get on what we do on Random Alls is the fact that there's planes and boats and stuff. To a certain extent, it can be a little bit annoying. I think the first race we played wasn't very good, but the last unknown race we played, where you've got the planes flying overhead of the cars and the limited usage of the planes, it's a different experience, and it can be fun. Some of the races change cars too quickly though. That's why the Grapeseed one is the best, because it's an actual, mostly proper track. You're changing cars twice a lap. Alright. Coming up to the middle of the race. This is where the gap split from start to finish will be the biggest. And then all those who had the quick cars early on will get the slow cars. And all those who had the slow cars will get the quick cars, and it will all come together by the end. Like it always does in these random selects, and like it does in the known unknown races on GT Online now. Which are Rockstar's versions of random select. I'm actually surprised that they did both game modes. They didn't just like do random all. They actually put in a mode to ape on the random selects that we do. It's bold on a very laggy server to just turn in. I'll do it this time. I wonder what my best lap's going to be. Will it be the Weevil? Will it be this? The Weevil's got some good grunt on a track that's got a lot of straights. Oh, I haven't had the slowest car yet. I realise now. It's not this either. Alright, Squaddy. Another Zancudo vehicle. Vehicles that we don't have off the top of my head from memory, because there's not an awful lot of vehicles in those races because there's such a small number of laps in the first place. The Barrage from the Zancudo race. The Rhino tank, but we have a substitute for it. What else? The ramp buggy from the Sandy Shores race. Was that it? There might be something else as well. But we got most of them. And obviously we've just completely discounted the bike race because we don't have any other bikes. Kind of lonely at the moment in this 8th place. Big gaps from top to bottom. But it will start closing up now. Oh, the Barracks Semi, yes. Good shout. The Barracks Semi we also don't have from the Zancudo race. June buggy. Alright. I get deja vu of that that Grapeseed race known unknowns that we did. That was in the June buggy at the end. Chasing down with the catch-up. Great finish. And by the way, now we've seen what will probably be the slowest vehicle. And the substitute for the Rhino tank. The Scarab. It's got tracks. I think the Weevil Custom's still my best lap. I didn't really pay attention. Alright. We've got like 5 laps left. It's all going to start closing in. I've still got to have that Rebel. So I've got the Rebel, the Scarab. Oh, I've got the Journey. I forgot about the Journey. There it is. I totally forgot about the Journey. Peace and love. I approve of this message. Actually, the Journey 2, not the regular Journey. The one that you get in the GTA Online Known Unknown races is the Journey 2 as well. I've actually done that race twice. I joined a random race of that, and I've started in the Journey 2 both times and got immediately destroyed both times. The fact that you start in different cars in those unknown races is interesting. It's a choice. Sins ahead of me is in the same car, 4th position as well. Same van. Alright, this is going to be a rough lap, and I've still got the Scarab lap as well, but surely the Journey is the slowest of the laps. The Scarab, I think, would be quicker than this. I don't know, we'll have to see. I totally forgot about the Journey's existence in this race. Alright, so I've got the Dukes to go, the Marshall, the Scarab, and something else. Well, there's the Marshall. Repping the Aussies. I think. The New Zealand flag is very similar, is it not? I think that's the Australian flag, but I don't want to offend a lot of people if it's the New Zealand flag. New Zealand has red stars, okay. I'm really surprised Okay, just random 360. I'm really surprised New Zealand didn't change their flag. They had a referendum for it relative last year, was it? One of them was a really good design. Get rid of that Union Jack. Be your own country now. That hurt me. That spin. I would have still been in front of those 2 Junes, I think, if I hadn't been for that spin. Oh, I'm back ahead of one of them. It's closing up. It's closing up as these random selects always do. Lead is in the journey now. Yeah, it's all changing. It's all closing up. Here's the Dukes. We've got the Dukes custom because the regular Dukes isn't available. Interesting choice with the Dukes for the off-road grapeseed themed random, well, known unknown race. Might be able to get a few positions on this lap. This is one of the quicker cars. Depends what I'm chasing down, actually. Got a Weevo Custom behind. Oh. Yeah, the Weevo Custom's definitely the quickest. Dukes and Vagrant, second and third, I would say, out of the 14. Still got 2 cars to go, though, after this. Rebel and Scarab. That doesn't fill me with confidence. I don't think I'll be gaining any places after this lap. Look at 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th all ahead, and I'm 7th on the map. Only first place is further, like, around the hairpin. All on the same straight, and first place is not that far ahead either. I love random selects. They're so good. Always closes up at the end as everybody balances and evens out. Into the top 5, but this isn't going to last. Although, sneak through on the Vito. It all depends on what other people have got. So it looks like I'm going to finish in the Scarab. So I need to do the best that I can with this Rebel on this lap. I assume they chose the Dukes because of the Dukes a hazard show. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. There's another Vito. See, people in the top positions might still have their slow cars to get. Vito's got good grip. No top speed. Scary. Very scary. Momentarily in third. What are the top 2 in? Marshall and Crusader. It's all going to be about what people have on their last lap. I'm not going to gain places on the last lap. For me, it's going to be about how many I lose in the Scarab and whether I can keep some places, maybe keep a top 5. Probably not. But we'll see what we can do. 4th coming onto the last lap with the Scarab to go. Leaders in the Scarab as well. Oh, Weevil Custom for Locke. Locke's got it won. He must have. Scarab, Marshall, Weevil Custom, Scarab, Loomis in the Weevil Custom as well. The top 2, the 2 quickest drivers had their best cars last. Top 3, look at them all on the map. First, second and third going around the first, like those corners together, nose to tail. This is the beauty of random select. All closing up at the end. I'm not going to keep 5th, I don't think. There's another Weevo Custom of Sins coming up behind me. 4 seconds, 5. Yeah, there's no chance. Top 5's gone. What's next? Oh, another Apocalypse Scarab behind. So I don't need to worry about that. Insurgent is next. I think 6th is where I'm going to finish. Which, considering I was punted on the first lap, like, what could have been in this race if I hadn't have had that incident? Where was I down in, like, 12th place after that punt? Oh, that Insurgent's coming up quick, actually. Lock takes the win. Presumably Loomis will be second in that Evo Custom. Yep. Yeah, that Insurgent's totally gonna get me. Oh no. There's a June and a Jukes as well. Defend! Defend in the Scarab! Ah! No, I was never gonna keep it anyway. Didn't have the pace. Rip. That's the rough. So it wasn't actually that much of a change from 12th after getting punted to 9th in the end. That's unfortunate. Close though. That's the beauty of random select, how it all closes up right at the end. If I hadn't hit the barrier, I might have been able to keep a couple of those positions. I made a few small errors, I suppose. That was fun. Those are the cars that you can use in your own random select races in the new known unknown races on GTA Online. We just did them all in one go. 'Cause we can. Wow! 6th and 7th places finished at exactly the same time. Plus 32.646 from the leader. That's crazy. What a close finish. Yeah, the Marshall 360 definitely cost me 6th. And then the punt, I think, cost me a top 5. But still, fun. Wide variety of cars with that one. It was fun to do all of that with such big gaps that closed up towards the end.